Hello, everyone. Today we continue following the events of episode 87. In the previous episode, after becoming the human sovereign, Qin Mu continued his arduous cultivation of sword techniques and mastered the move, Kai Huang sword strike. Meanwhile, Si Baba's inner demon erupted, allowing Li Tianeng to seize control of her body and nearly cause a catastrophe. The blind grandfather intervened in time to suppress it. Afterward, the village chief decided that Qin Mu, Ma Yi, and the blind grandfather would escort Si Baba to the great Lian temple to seek help from the ancient Buddha, Rulai, in resolving her inner demon. In episode 87's developments, sensing the danger, the blind grandfather took action to stop it. A brief but intense battle broke out within the village. In the end, Li Tianeng was defeated, and Qin Mu quickly used a special human skin covering along with Si Baba's clothes to conceal her true appearance. With the help of Ma Yi and spiritual pills refined by Qin Mu, Si Baba gradually regained control of her body. After the incident, everyone realized how dangerous Li Tianeng's demonic nature had become. The village chief warned that if Li Tianeng ever fully broke free, then with Si Baba's peerless beauty and his demonic nature, the world would inevitably fall into chaos. Therefore, he decided to dispatch them immediately. The blind grandfather and Qin Mu would escort Si Baba to the great Lian temple to seek Rulai's help in suppressing Li sect master's inner demon, which was increasingly influencing Si Baba's mind. Before departure, the village chief sternly instructed them that under no circumstances must they allow Li Tianeng to escape control. Otherwise the consequences for the Yankong kingdom and the entire world would be catastrophic. Qin Mu, Ma Yi, the blind grandfather, and Si Baba left the disabled elder village and set out for the great Lian temple to seek Rulai's help in suppressing sect master Li, whose influence over Si Baba's mind was growing stronger by the day. Everyone understood that sect master Li was a great demon who once stood on equal footing with Rulai. So even finding a way to restrain him would not be easy. Along the way, the group discussed the great Lian temple and ancient legends related to Mount Sumeru. Qin Mu also gained a deeper understanding of the identities and strength of those standing at the peak of the world. Although Ma Yi had deep grudges against Rulai, he still greatly respected the Buddha for his unwavering Tao heart and principles. At night, the group rested at an ancient Heavenly King temple deep within the great ruins. After settling in, they prepared to spend the night as usual. However, in the silent darkness, the sound of gongs, drums, and marching cries suddenly echoed from the shadows. A strange army appeared, stone statues in armor and countless skeleton soldiers. They behaved like a real military force, entering the temple to pay respects to the sea-suppressing Heavenly King statue inside and delivering an imperial decree from a mysterious place called Worry-Free Fragrance. According to the decree, the East Sea Dragon King had rebelled, and the sea-suppressing Heavenly King was ordered to immediately depart and suppress the rebellion. Under the shocked gazes of Qin Mu and the others, the motionless Heavenly King statue suddenly came to life. It grabbed a massive green dragon crescent blade and mounted the dragon Qilin. Before the dragon Qilin even understood what was happening, it was dragged into the night and rushed toward an unknown battlefield. The group could only wait in stunned silence throughout the night. Near dawn, a dragon's roar echoed in the distance, and soon a stone dragon head fell into the temple courtyard. Not long after, the Heavenly King returned riding the dragon Qilin, declaring that he had slain the traitor, then sat back onto his lotus throne as if nothing had happened. The stone army quietly retreated into the darkness and vanished. At sunrise, everything returned to normal. The statue once again became nothing more than a cold block of stone with no sign of having ever come alive. Even the dragon Qilin was confused, unsure whether everything it experienced was real or just a dream. It claimed it had fought alongside a divine king, slaughtered countless dragon gods, and personally beheaded the East Sea Dragon King. This strange incident shocked Qin Mu greatly. What concerned him most was not the battle itself, but the name, Worry-Free Fragrance. This was not the first time he had heard it. Looking at the motionless Heavenly King statue in the morning light, Qin Mu felt more and more that Worry-Free Fragrance hid a massive secret involving the great ruins, ancient gods, and possibly even his own origin. With countless doubts in mind, the group continued their journey toward the great Lian temple. After leaving the Heavenly King temple, Qin Mu kept thinking about the strange events of the night. He discovered that the green dragon crescent blade still had fresh blood on it. proving the dragon-slaying battle was not an illusion. Carefully, he collected the blood from the blade as well as the remaining blood from the stone dragon head for future research and alchemy. Looking at the perfectly clean cut on the dragon's neck, Qin Mu could feel an overwhelmingly tyrannical saber intent. Unfortunately, he did not have time to study it further. Meanwhile, the dragon Qilin, having been ridden by the Heavenly King statue all night, was sore all over and could barely walk. It still believed it had been dreaming, but the remaining traces made even it uncertain whether what happened was real. They continued onward into a vast basin within the great ruins. The terrain and life forms here were completely different, as if it had once been an ancient ocean that had long since dried up. Coral fossils were everywhere, along with bizarre sea creatures adapted to land life, giant shrimp, fish that grew legs, flying fish with wings, and even massive octopuses hiding in the mountains and forests. Ma Yi released his aura, instantly scattering the surrounding creatures. Passing through a village of great ruins residents, Qin Mu heard a story that shocked him. The villagers claimed that the night before, they saw a vast ocean appear in the sky. Within it were lightning, raging waves, and earth-shaking battle cries. Some even saw divine dragons fighting in midair. By morning, the ocean vanished, but countless dragon temples and statues had been decapitated. These accounts matched exactly what Qin Mu and his group had witnessed at the Heavenly King Temple. This confirmed that the Heavenly King statue had truly come alive, obeyed orders from Worry-Free Fragrance, and ridden the dragon Qilin to kill the East Sea Dragon King. The mysteries of the great ruins became even more unfathomable. Soon after, they arrived at the Dragon God Valley and saw a horrifying sight: countless dragon statues beheaded and scattered everywhere, including a massive Dragon King statue in the lake. Everyone realized that the strange events of the night were not legends or illusions, but real occurrences. However, the most urgent issue remained Si Baba. Along the journey, Sect Master Li repeatedly tried to seize control of her body. Each time his demonic nature erupted, Ma Yi had to use Buddhist techniques and his primordial spirit to suppress it. Eventually, he realized the situation was far worse than expected. The primordial spirits of Sect Master Li and Si Baba were merging at an alarming speed, and her cultivation had already entered the life and death realm. Ma Yi warned that if this continued, Sect Master Li might completely take over Si Baba's body and turn her into a new great demon. Because he did not want to harm her soul, he could not use stronger suppression methods. Faced with this crisis, the blind grandfather immediately ordered the group to speed up. They dared not delay any longer and rushed toward the Great Lian Temple, hoping Rulai could still save Si Baba before Sect Master Li fully awakened. As they traveled, Si Baba's condition worsened. Sect Master Li gained more and more control, leaving Si Baba conscious less and less often. Ma Yi could only continuously suppress him with Buddhist power. Growing increasingly anxious, the group crossed the ancient East Sea, now turned into land. The region was filled with strange life forms such as glowing jellyfish flying in the sky, flood dragons inhabiting deep mountains, and countless sea creatures adapted to land. Qin Mu also discovered a major mystery. Where had all the ocean water gone during the day, only for the sea to reappear in the sky at night? After many days of travel, they gradually approached Mount Sumeru and the Great Lian Temple. Qin Mu noticed the increasing influence of Buddhism. Many villages worshipped Buddha statues, and monks frequently healed and preached, earning great respect. However, upon closer inspection, he discovered many temples were actually just great ruined stone idols coated in gold to resemble Buddhas. Even so-called tamed beasts were secretly drugged and controlled by monks. Sect Master Li continuously mocked the hypocrisy of Buddhism and ridiculed Qin Mu and the others for seeking help from the Great Lian Temple. Although harsh, his words revealed hidden truths behind the seemingly compassionate monasteries. Finally, the Great Lian Temple appeared, an incomparably majestic sacred site. The entire Mount Sumeru was filled with temples, Buddha statues, and grand palaces. When the group arrived, the monks immediately became alert as if facing a great enemy. Just seeing Ma Yi caused panic among many of them, as he had once stormed the temple to reclaim his arm. Hundreds of thousands of monks formed formations to guard the summit. At that moment, an aged voice descended from the peak. Rulai himself spoke, inviting Ma Yi to enter. He even revealed that Ma Yi had cultivated the great Mahayana scripture to an extremely high level, only one step away from the title of Rulai himself. Upon hearing this, All monks immediately stepped aside, allowing the group to ascend the Golden Summit to meet the strongest monk in the world. And thus concludes episode 87. Don't forget to subscribe to follow the latest episodes.